here to attend the SHSM Environmental Conference focusing on Lake Erie, and we were invited to attend from the Ministry of the Environment.
The Great Lakes provides excellent context because 98% of Ontarians live in the Great Lakes Basin. So within that, each Great Lakes has a lake basin, and within that we have watersheds. So our partners really are upstream, downstream. We work with school boards, so the Ministry of Education helps us identify school boards with existing programs, and then we bring in our partners, the conservation authorities, who are really the watershed experts, and then between us we actually come to understand how educators, what you need in the classroom.
I expect to learn a lot about what is polluting the Great Lakes and how we can help in our community to make it better and better for the fishies.
The purpose of the conference is to create an opportunity for the students and teachers to learn about and make connections to Lake Erie.
Are all the fishing shanties. These are the places where the fishermen would keep their nets and repair them. You get a berth, it's really a berth, the job that the skipper takes. No wind, I swear, it's a wonderful life, it's me for the inland lake. Well, the St. Clair River's 30 miles long, heave her up, lads, heave her high, we'll set our canvas to the song. Heave her up and bust her, heave her up and bust her, heave her up and bust her, we'll set our canvas to the song. Heave her up and bust her.
Find out the
Today was a really good experience. It really took into account all the different aspects of what goes into the Great Lakes. It looked at waste treatment, it looked at the culture of it, how tourism affects it, and I think it was an interesting way of thinking at it besides just an environmental impact. It also incorporated all of those different ideas into it as well.
So I've always been interested in the outdoors and being outside and being in nature, and as I've grown up I've really gotten into learning about it and the ways to protect it, and I think today was a great experience to be able to learn about the lakes and the rivers that directly affect it, and also speaking about the environment in a spiritual and cultural way was a different opportunity than I've had before.
I like to tell people that we're only as healthy as our environment, so it's very important to keep the lake and all the creeks and streams clear and make sure you're the communities are doing everything they can to clean them.
Last night we had some fantastic Lake Erie perch for dinner. The Great Lakes and Lake Erie is the focal point for the most lucrative fishery in the world. When it comes to tourism, the Great Lakes region draws over 20 million people and adds $12.3 billion to Ontario's economy. So very, very important.
I really enjoyed the aquatics, the biological diversity in the study of it, because getting into the rivers is something that I'm passionate about. That's why I joined the E3 program at PJ.
I think it's the invasive species. You learn everything about it and then what they do to impact the lakes and all that. Yeah.
The interesting thing I learned today was about the invasive species and the carp fish, the jumping carp. They're the worst, but they're not on the Great Lakes. But if they were, it would cost billions of dollars to get rid of them or contain them.
They've been fantastic. I actually had a chance to visit them in their classrooms, and then seeing them here today has been wonderful. It has been a long day. We have covered a lot of topics, and they've been very patient and attentive. So I have to say they've been a fabulous group.
The experience today, I think it really showed how important Lake Erie is and how the efforts they're trying to bring some awareness, and especially to the younger generations, to how everything is put together and how dependent we are on all the Great Lakes and how important it is to keep them safe.